Today I want to highlight another heroic act by Falun Gong practitioners, the largest scale human rights lawsuits against CCP officials responsible for the persecution. In 2000, under harsh pressure, two fearless Falun Gong practitioners started a jaw-dropping act. They filed a complaint with China's Supreme People's Prosecutorate using their real names. They accused Jiang Zemin, the CCP leader who started the persecution of Falun Gong. Since then, Falun Gong practitioners both in China and abroad have filed over 50 lawsuits in more than 30 countries. These cases targeted many CCP officials involved in the persecution. The lawsuits were filed in places like the US, the International Criminal Court, the UN Committee Against Torture, the UN Human Rights Committee, Argentina and Spain, etc. These cases are called the largest scale human rights lawsuits of the 21st century. They set many firsts. For example, they forced Pan Xin-chun, a CCP deputy counsel in Toronto, Canada, to flee back to China after losing a case to Falun Gong practitioners. They also made Chen Zhili, a CCP state councillor and a former education minister, the first high-ranking CCP officials to face a court. She was visiting Tanzania at the time. Su Rong, the CCP secretary of Gansu province, was sued by Falun Gong practitioners during a 2004 visit to Zambia. He didn't show up in court, so police issued a warrant. He fled to South Africa and then back to China. Also, Falun Gong lawsuits led Europe to issue its first investigation order against Li Lanqing, a member of the Politburo Standing Committee of the CCP and a former first-ranked vice premier of China. In 2007, when Bo Xilai, a former commerce minister who could have become China's top leader, visited Australia, Falun Gong practitioners personally handed him lawsuit papers. The most famous cases happened in Spain and Argentina. On November 19, 2009, Spain's National Court ruled that Jiang Zemin and 4 other CCP officials committed genocide and torture against Falun Gong practitioners. The court issued a summons for them. Then, on December 17, 2009, Argentina's federal court ordered the global arrest of Jiang Zemin and another key official, Luo Gan. They were to be brought to court for genocide and torture charges. In 2015, over 200,000 people in China used their real names to file complaints against Jiang Zemin with China's Supreme Court and Procuratorate. Falun Gong practitioners' persistent and long-lasting legal efforts have not only greatly shocked the evildoers, but also shown the world the contrast between good and evil. Under the CCP, law is a tool to persecute innocent practitioners, but in the international community, the law allows victims to seek justice against the perpetrators. The CCP has never dared to openly respond to large-scale human rights lawsuits filed by Falun Gong practitioners. However, in reality, they are deeply concerned and fearful. They have used state resources to pressure foreign governments to grant diplomatic immunity to officials. Some officials, like Bo Xilai mentioned earlier, lost opportunities for higher positions because of these lawsuits. He was unable to become vice premier because the CCP believed his clearly negative international image made him unfit for a higher post.